Okay, we're live. All right. All right, yeah, let's get into this. Good evening or no, good afternoon. Onion Lake, Treaty 6, Kakyo, Nehiwas Kamga, Tatam Scott Nawa, Kakyo. Welcome back to another episode of our OLCN 7th Generation podcast. Yeah, I have a special guest in here with me today, and yeah, I think we're gonna touch on some key items or key areas in regards to the transitional home here in Onion Lake. A little bit about the process for donations and maybe brainstorm some fundraising ideas, amongst other things. um, yeah, so I think with that, we'll just without wasting any time, we'll just get into this. I think for starters, I'll hand the floor over to my guest here, and you could introduce yourself, and then from there we can get into it.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dawn Mentuck, and I am the manager of the Onion Lake Transitional Home. I am a Anishinaabe Cree. I am actually registered in Wewesikapo, Manitoba. My mom is a Wasquich from Onion Lake, and I hope to transfer over sometime soon and become an Onion Lake band member for real. I've been living here now for 4 years, and I've been the manager of the Onion Lake Transitional Home for the past 2.5 years. So I've seen a lot of growth. I've seen a lot of community members. I've seen a lot of, a lot of people helping themselves and doing better for themselves. And it's been an awesome journey so far.
Yeah. I think for starters, just from what you kind of touched on, maybe that'll be a good starting point. Just like in regards to when you started, if you can share a little bit with the viewers on the evolution in the past 2.5 years since you started there, the things you've seen, the things you've noticed, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, um, prior to joining the team over at the transitional trailers, I was actually working at the Onion Lake Health Board um, as a tobacco coordinator. Um, and then I started with the transitional home, I believe, January 2 years ago already. So actually, it's been 2 years. I started out as a counselor. Um, so when I started over at the transitional trailers, my initial job description, I basically counseled the clients on a daily basis, kind of touched base with them. If they needed somebody to talk to, they could come to my office and we would have a little chat. And then basically, I would just like work with their wellness worker over at Healing and Wellness, and we would, you know, do up their plans, work with them on future plans, work with them on what kind of goals they saw for completing. If it was school, we would help them, try and do upgrading over at Kihu, or if they wanted to enter detox, we'd work with the wellness worker. If they wanted to go to the rehab, whether it was here or somewhere else, we would work with the wellness worker to do that. Um, and if they wanted, if they were lacking in IDs, identifications, we would help them with that. So I did that. I was a counselor for approximately 6 months. And then I started as interim manager. And then In that position, I basically took over the day to day operations of the transitional home, whether it was with staffing or with the clients, the facility. For those of you that don't know, we were over at the 49-man trailer on the east side of the graveyards. So there's two sets of trailers. There's the east side trailers, and those were 40-man trailers. And then there was a west side trailer, which was mainly used as the COVID trailer.
Mm,
Um, that is a 20-person trailer. So when I first started, we were at the 40-man trailer on the east side. Um, and those became they needed some major repairs, let's just say.
mhm,
they they really needed some major repairs. So then I was manager for about a year before they decided that we needed to move over to the east side 20-man trailer. So we've been there now since August.
mm,
um and so far, it's a little bit better being over. It's a little more cramped. In the 49-man trailer, each client had their own individual room.
mm,
um their own individual room with a little desk, a bed, and like a wardrobe where they could hang and put their stuff in, and drawers. So when we moved into the other trailers on the east side, all of a sudden now they're cramped. Like there's two beds in each room. And in actually two of the rooms, there's three beds. One actually comes down from the ceiling.
mm.
So it's pretty cramped in the 20-man trailer now compared to the 49-man trailer. But well, we make it work as much as we can. So I've been as a manager with the transitional home for just a little over a year.
Nice. Um, yeah, you mentioned one thing you kind of touched on, the things you guys kind of help with when clients come in there. And I know Dr. Saxon touched on this. We had him as a guest in here, I think one or two times, and he was talking about the like circle of care model
Mhm.
and how the transition home kind of fits into that circle of care. I know detox is in there as well, that facility, and other things. I can't really remember right now. And I know towards the end of like the programming and the circle of care is like employment and resumes and training and like job readiness kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then another thing you mentioned too was like you guys help with legal matters however you can, transportation, and making sure they're getting to their meetings or appointments on time. um, yeah, so that's really cool. So moving forward, so now you guys are on the west side of the property up the hill there, a 20-man unit. What have you noticed in the past, say, year in regards to like um areas of improvement, or not necessarily like that, but like how can the community assist with the program up there, whether it's on a like a grassroots level or a staff level, like volunteering with other programs or like anything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So with the transitional trailers, we have a lot of support workers. We have, it's a 24-hour run facility, right? So we have approximately, I think, about 15 or 16 support workers. We have a team leader and myself. Um, so with the support workers, um, actually, we were just talking about this a couple of weeks ago, um, one of the ideas that we had for the support workers was to also kind of start training in and maybe start as case managing with each of the clients, so that for every shift that we have, one of the support workers would take on a specific client, and that would be that person would be their main focus while they're on their shift, right? So they always feel the client always feels that they have someone to go to, um, whether they're having a good day or having a bad day, right? So we discussed this a couple of weeks ago. So that's one of the ideas that we're going to try and implement and see if we can do that. Um, One of the things that I am proud to say is that I have been able to stay with the same support workers for over a year now.
Nice.
We've basically all been together for over a year. So we all know each other. We have become, pretty close. We can joke around. So when the clients hear us joking around, they know that they can come and joke around with us, which makes us all closer. Um, the clients can come in and talk with us. They can come and joke with us. They can come and, tease us, and we're not going to take it in a bad way.
Yeah.
And that brings us closer, almost like a family.
Yeah.
And so with the staff, I'm very proud to say that they've been with me for a long time. We all work really well together. We all, have open lines of communication with each other. Um, and I think the clients, they can feel that as well, right? You can tell when people get along and, they're happy where they're working. The clients are going to tell if a person is not happy to be there. So I'm very happy about that. One of the things that we've, evolved into is like a little family with the staff and with the clients, because many of the clients are returning. Um, whether it's they go to detox and come back, or they go to rehab and they come back, or they just decide that they don't want to stay there anymore, they leave. We always tell them you can come back. Um, so there's never at any time where any of them don't think that they can't come back. They all know that they can come back, especially during the cold weather days, right? We always tell them when it's minus 30 outside, if it's ever too cold and you have nowhere to go, just come back. We'll find someplace for you to sleep for the night, whether it's on the couch or if we're full, or like we'll make space. Like if it's minus 30, minus 35 and it's too cold, come back here. We would rather have you here warm, safe than out there.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I'm glad you mentioned that because it's come a long way in the past 2 years. Prior to the 2 years, just a little history for the viewers out there. I know originally when the trailers were purchased by Onion Lake, the kind of main plan for them was like isolation trailers when COVID happened, a safe space for people to go, to isolate. You don't want to get any other people sick in your home and things like that. But yeah, the trailers up the hill, I remember, like from where it was at that time to where it is now, it's come a long way, and I think it's a program that Onion Lake should be proud of. um I know there's like staff and administrators from other communities that kind of look to Onion Lake and they ask about this program. They're like, how do you guys, like, what are you guys doing, what is it? And they try to adopt the same thing, because a lot of the challenges that we face in our community here in Onion Lake, and we all know what they are. It's not a it's not an isolated kind of matter only to Onion Lake. It's something that all our communities feel, all our the first reserves, but also the towns too. Like it's not only native people who are feeling, the pressures of just everyday living, right? The cost of living and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, the transition home to where it is now, like I know you guys run programs throughout the day for the clients, keep them busy. The one thing that you touched on, case management,
Mhm.
I think that's really cool too, because now the clients have the like consistency and the continuity, and you're not like kind of going over the same stuff over and over again. You're kind of building on this, and each staff member on your team is able to just continue building on that file, right?
Mhm.
To the point where again, like employability skills and things like that, till you get to that level. I think the ultimate goal, the dream, is to have people, who are in unfortunate situations, when life happens, right? It could happen to anybody. When we end up in a facility like that, and then eventually like graduating from the program with some tickets and maybe a job where you guys help out, and like a camp job, or helping people get back on their feet to where they're back into a place where they can like fly on their own, right?
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, because um we have in the past with the clients gone out into the community and assisted community members with like yard work, or with picking up garbage, where we've always been a part of the community pickup every spring when they pick up all the garbage.
mm,
um and we assist the church. The ladies over at the church, they always know that they can give us a call if they ever need any help with anything. They did ask for assistance one day to take down their whole fence, so we sent some of the guys with their muscles down there to take down the fence. And we used to go to the food boxes every Thursday or Friday, but
mm,
um, yeah, we kind of lost touch with that. We're going to have to go back to that. Um, and like the guys have been hired to do yard work by various people. Um, Also the cultural stuff. So the they attend all the sweats. They attend feasts when they find out about them. They attend the community programs. The men assist with the sweats, putting them up and making the fires, getting the wood, like whatever it is that's needed.
mm,
Um, and yeah, so one of the things we do as well is when they come in, they are put on social assistance. So once they're put on a social assistance, they can attend all the programs that are made available by ETC or by SA.
really
Yeah. So, and then
nice.
we'll drive them there. We'll, pick them up. So yeah, that's actually right. They can come out of that with certificates, with a renewed education, with
Yeah.
a job. Um, yeah, anything to get them back up on their feet. We try and help them out. Um, and in saying that, we do need assistance as well. Um, and fortunately, we've had a lot of community members coming and helping with donations of food, like especially if there's a family gathering, they usually call us and let us know, hey, we have food down here, like
Mm,
come down to the hall, we got some extras, come and pick it up. So Anytime community members have things like that going on, they'll call us and let us know to come and pick up some food. Um, there's always people that are calling and asking about where to donate clothes, um, saying, we have some extra clothes, we've gone through some stuff, like where do we come and bring it? So when you want to donate food or you want to donate clothing or anything of the sort, you can call the transitional trailers. And that number is 639 343 7076, and one of the staff will answer, and then you can just let them know, like, hey, I got some donations of food, clothing, whatever. Where do I bring it? Or we can come out and pick it up if you need us to. Yeah, just call and let us know.
Yeah, it's awesome. Um, yeah. So a couple of points you touched on. One of them is like yard work and little odd jobs, right? um, and like even volunteering. So just for the viewers out there, like I think privately, if you want to have your yard cleaned or anything like that, one option is they could call you guys and um yeah, like I think naturally we're all willing to pay, right? If we
Mm-hmm.
if we don't have the time to do it ourselves, we'll hire somebody. So I think a good first option would be to call the trailer and get some of the guys going up there. Make a few bucks for themselves. What about like community events and other departments and programs if they're running an event or something? Like volunteering, is that something you guys encourage too up there?
Yeah, yeah. We try and volunteer as much as we can too. Like I said previously, we're every year we're part of the garbage pickup in the spring. So things like that. And we did like the food boxes as well. We would go and volunteer our time and go and help out with the food boxes, with the churches.
Yeah.
We've been called to like come and help clean up the church.
Mm,
When there wasn't anyone available, we would go and just do a quick sweep or mop or whatever, right?
yeah.
So yeah, just general stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we'll do things, and we're not expecting like tons and tons of money, like
Yeah.
like a really good soup and bannock and
Yeah.
some smokes
Yeah.
would go a long way with us.
Yeah.
um because it can be pretty hard when you're only living on SA.
Mhm.
um you're running out of smokes like halfway through the month, so
Yeah. So on that note, just for the like viewers, like there might be other staff and managers listening to this at some point, and kind of just putting the word out that like if you need extra hands, the transition home are willing to help and volunteer. But on the other side of that too, like for giving back from the other departments and programs, like they could sponsor or donate, like say for example $500 to you guys, and then you guys could budget it for incentives or food or performance based things for the clients up there to keep them motivated, things like that. So yeah, I think having an awareness of that option for other departments and program is a good message to get out there.
yeah, like even for like a gas PO, something as simple as a gas PO could help out. Currently right now we only have one working van, so um we try and do what we can with the one van. We did have two, but one kind of you know died on us, so we only have the one vehicle right now. So even gas POs, like
Or
anything.
even $100, right?
Yeah, like anything could help. And I know though, we are in January right now, so I know the departments are wanting to like offset with some of their funds before the end of March here. So if you want to help us out by, giving us a PO for groceries or maybe some gas, or, even if you want to like buy the client's pizza.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure the clients would love, like, to have a pizza
Yeah.
party. We try and do like really simple stuff for them like
Yeah.
that too. We've taken them to the beach. We've
Mm,
taken them to Sandy for, swimming and stuff like that. We've taken them fishing. So, like, if you want to, donate some recreational stuff or buy some recreational stuff and donate it to us, like workout equipment,
yeah.
fishing equipment,
Board
hunting equipment,
games.
board games, puzzles, crafting stuff. Like,
Yeah.
we'll take anything. Like, we
Nice.
have a lot of talent
Yeah.
up at the trailers. Like, we have people who will, make furniture. We have people who will make signs. We have people who paint. People who bead, who can sew. Like, let's utilize and make use of those awesome
Skills.
talents.
Yeah. Do you guys have a space up there for entertainment? Like, let's say somebody want to come sing guitar or whatever, just have a little get together up there. Like, is there a space for
Yeah,
that?
we do have a little common area. We have a little dining room. In our common area, we have, a big TV with a lot of DVDs. We have like some couches that were donated to us. So the clients are free to go in there and just hang out and watch movies. We have the dining room. They like hanging out in the dining room and being part of the kitchen, and it's, really well lit in there. They go play cards or they go play board games or whatnot in there. So, and then in the summer we have a fire pit on the west side of the building outside the fence. So they'll go and make a fire during the summer, and they'll have like wiener roasts and, um, just go and sit and chill by the
Hang
fire.
out
Yeah.
and continue bonding and supporting each other, right?
Yeah.
Creating those spaces. Yeah, that's really awesome. So going back to what you touched on, donations, just for the viewers out there, like for example, like myself, like I do have extra clothing that I don't wear, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people in the community. Is there, like, just off the top of your head, is there like a specific area or a set of donation items that you guys are looking for? Like clothing for sure,
Mm-hmm.
maybe primarily like male men clothing, winter jackets, boots and socks and stuff like that. And the food items probably like non-perishable,
Mm-hmm.
bedding. Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you can.
Yeah. We could always use men's clothing. Um Anything, men's size medium and up. So medium, large, extra large. Jackets, boots, size 9 and up usually. Shoes, runners, size 9 and up. Socks, underwear, long johns, especially in the winter. Scarves, toques, gloves, even those little hot paws where they they put them in their mitts and rub them and keeps them warm during the winter months here. We always have a lot of women's clothing being donated. So we have a lot of women's clothing at the moment. But the women could use like hygiene products, um, socks, underwear, um, just girly, smelly stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I think that goes back to like the male items and the female items, but also like an alternative to that. Again, what we said already is like $100, right? To
Hmm.
you guys, and you guys could go workshop for some stuff, right?
Yeah, we do that too. For the most part, when we get a PO, we'll go shopping and then return the receipts, submit the receipts as we need to. Um, and we recently just got a donation for a PO for the mall. So the staff went out this afternoon and went and spent that PO. So the receipts will be submitted. And then there was another PO that we got for groceries that we're going to go use tomorrow. So that'll keep us going for a little bit there. So one thing I need to mention with the food donation, like the reason why we typically need the food donation is because when the clients come in, they are put on social assistance. And when they are put on social assistance, there's only $100 of their check that gets taken off as part of their groceries. So that $100 is basically what pays for the groceries for the month. Now, with the inflation of food prices, $100 is not going to feed a single person for an entire month. So that is one area we can often struggle with. Um, because say at the beginning of the month we have 5 clients, that's $500 that we need to stretch to feed them for that entire month. That's the beginning of the month. Now we have all of a sudden 5 more people that come in during the middle of the month. So then we have to stretch that even more until those other people get on SA and they're able to contribute that $100. So we are constantly like stretching our food budget as much as we can. Um, so any donations um, are always welcome and always helpful.
Cool, right on. So yeah, so moving on, what about fundraising? Is there any way, like, say this program could help, or any other programs? Um yeah, like, I know it's kind of sudden, like, to no preparation to talk about this, but
Yeah.
maybe, yeah, like, just down the road, like, I think our program here would love to help with you guys with fundraising up there. Maybe we'll donate some raffle items for you guys to fundraise, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
um yeah, so
That would be, anything. Um, if there are items that we could raffle, um, what I would really like to do is give back to the staff. Um, the staff that I have are amazing. They're so patient and funny, and they see a lot, they hear a lot, and they put up with a lot. So I would really like to be able to give back to them and just give them something that they can enjoy. We did fundraise for our own Christmas party. We held a chili sale. It was back in June. We had some hot chili in Bannock in the middle of June that we had fundraised for our Christmas party. So um, we would really like to, get some jackets, some sweaters, something that identifies us as what it is that we do, where we come from, so people will recognize us, right? The staff have been talking about jackets or sweaters for a while now. So that's one thing that we were, starting to think about fundraising for. having sales, doing raffles if we need to, just stuff like that. So I'd really like to show the staff like how much they mean to us and to me and to the community.
Yeah. How many staff again?
I have, off the top of my head, I'm up to 16 or 17 now.
Yeah, so just for the viewers out there, like if someone's thinking about sponsoring or donating or contributing, 20 people would be a safe
Yeah.
number on the staff side. And then on the client side too, like say we want to fundraise for sorry, camera, swimming or a movie night or
Mm-hmm.
pizza or whatever. So yeah,
That would be awesome.
yeah,
Like you can email me at Dawn W at DAWN dot Mentuck MENTUCK at onionlakewellness.org. Or you can call the transitional cell phone at 639-343-7076.
nice. Yeah, I'm putting those in the comments so when people come back to this video, they can find your contact info there. Um, fundraising, donations, keep in mind for all that. I think for the fundraising side, I think a good way or an easy way to do it would be to just donate an item to you guys, and then you guys could do all the legwork, the sellings, squares or raffle tickets or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. One of the things, like, we'll do a bottle drive. If people are willing to give us, their bottles or come and drop them off. That's one of the things that we did in the past for ourselves and for the clients. So we would basically bring in our bottles, or the clients would go and pick up bottles, and then we'd basically like just that was our money, and we would figure out, hey, let's go get pizza, or hey, let's go to town, or just stuff like that. So we could do a bottle drive as well. Like, yeah, just let us know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think that's it for me. I think we covered a lot of ground and a lot of bases, the process. I think there was a lot of good information that we're able to get out there. I think a lot of people don't really know, like, what's going, like what's up there, what the community has to offer through your guys' program, and what some of the processes are for donations and things like that, sponsorships. Yeah, and by the sounds of it, you guys are doing a lot of good work, and it sounds like the clients are really well cared for and looked after, and you guys have all the best intentions for them. Of course, with the ultimate goal of kind of graduating from the program.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I'm really happy to hear a lot of the work that you guys are doing up there. And yeah, like I said, like I would like to be involved with some of the work you guys are doing on behalf of this program. We have this resource here, the ability to live stream and stuff, so we can connect with more people in the community or surrounding communities. So yeah, don't be afraid to reach out, like if you ever get any ideas down the road for fundraising or anything. Yeah, we'll do what we can to help, even donating raffle items and things like that.
Yeah, for sure. That would be awesome. Yes, thank you. And if anybody ever has any donations, just let us know. And a big thank you to all those who have already donated. And yeah, thanks.
Yeah, before we go,
Okay.
what's the difference between donating to the church and donating directly to you guys? Is there pros, like what are, yeah, pros and cons kind of thing?
Um, okay. So, if you donate to the church, it'll often go to the store. Um, and typically when we get a new client in who is coming with nothing, we can typically send them down that's if they want to, we can send them down to the church and they can pick out like a couple pairs of clothes. If we don't have anything that's in their size, or if we don't have anything available when they come. um, and then when you donate directly to us, we have a room specifically set out for their donations. So we go through the donations. We, organize them into the men's and the women's underwear, shoes.
Mhm.
We have like one whole room that's dedicated to the donations. So then we can have them like readily available when the client arrives.
Nice. I think another thing too, like if they donate directly to the transition home, um, like the clients have an advantage of picking and choosing with no cost.
Yeah.
And then if they donate to the trailer, then there's a little bit of cost to that. So
Yeah.
just something to keep in mind for the viewers out there. And then whatever like excess you guys have, if say I'm donating directly to you guys, whatever you guys don't need or can use, then you guys will just donate that to the church.
Right.
So yeah, maybe a little um better process just with the financial situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not taking away anything from the church. Like obviously you can donate to either one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donate to either one. It's eventually going to come around
Yeah.
to us anyways. So
Or vice versa.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Right on. Thanks for doing this, Don. Maybe some closing comments or thoughts. I'll just open up the floor for you and we'll shut it down.
Okay. So last few comments, I would like to give a shout out to my staff. They are awesome. I am very proud of the people that I have working for me. And they have shown a lot of, loyalty, patience, um, and humor. Humor is the one thing that keeps us going every day. So I am very proud of that. I'm very proud of the staff, and I'm thankful for them every single day. Um, and the clients, we are like a little family. We care for each and every individual that comes up there, and we're like, family. We worry about them as well when they're not with us. So, yeah. Um, and donations, call us, email us. We will pick up if you want us to. Just let us know.
Nice. Awesome. Right on. Thanks again, Don, for doing this. Yeah, just for the viewers out there, share this video, get the information out, spread the word, help out our family in the transitional home. I put the Don's contact info, the transition home contact info in the comments there. So yeah, feel free to reach out to Don if you guys want to set up a little meeting like other departments and you want to brainstorm ideas and stuff. Again, donations, fundraising ideas, and all that kind of good stuff. Even entertainment. Like if you guys want to offer some entertainment, yeah, reach out to Don. And yeah, I think you guys are doing a lot of good work up there for the community and for the clients. And yeah, I just want to say keep up the good work.
Awesome. Thank
And
you.
yeah, if there's nothing else,
No, I'm good.
yeah, we'll shut it down. So yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll catch up again soon. Hi hi.
Okay. Hi.
Shut it down.